What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another video. It's been a little minute since I made a video, but um, for this simple video, talking about the 2020 NBA Finals, which is now set as the Miami Heat uh, gets the Boston Celtics out of the way in 6. I had Boston in 7. I kind of owe some money, so I'm gonna do that and all that. But I mean, this is one of the biggest. I'm sorry, this is one of the greatest runs that I've seen from a team. That only has one superstar. And hell, Jimmy Butler's the superstar, but Jimmy Butler was probably the fourth highest scoring guy on the team. So, I mean, big shout out to Goran Dragic. I didn't think he had it like that anymore, but he definitely proved that he's still a big time player in the game. Actually leading the Miami Heat in scoring. Of course, you have Bam, Tyler Hero knocking down shots coming off the bench. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, you have him and Duncan Robinson. That duo, with the 3-point shooting is crazy. Of course, you got Bam as a rim protector, and the guy getting the easy buckets on the other end, the glass cleaner, and of course, Andre Iguodala. Andre Iguodala is now in his fifth straight NBA Finals. Of course, the 4 with the Golden State Warriors from 2015 to 2019, and now in 2020, he's headed to the NBA Finals with the Miami Heat. But of course, the biggest storyline in this Lakers versus Heat battle is, of course, LeBron James facing the Miami Heat. Of course, you remember LeBron James, his 4 years in Miami, 2011 to 2014, 2 titles in 4 years. The finals every year. Of course, he had a big melt. He had his most terrible moment, his biggest meltdown ever in 2011. And then 2014, the Spurs were just a better team, and plus they were on revenge mode from losing the 2014 title. But excuse me, to a 2013 title. But looking at the series, is basically it's the youth of Miami versus the veterans of the Lakers. I mean, I'm talking, not just LeBron James, not just Anthony Davis, but Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo. I don't know if I said his name or not, but the experience, the veteran experience of those guys, the championship experience of those guys. Like I said, against the youth, against these guys, these guys just don't care. I mean, this was supposed to been this bubble was not supposed to work for teams like the Miami Heat. Young guys, full of energy, want to do a lot of stuff. You can't hold them hostage. A lot of people didn't think that this would work, but shout out to them. Shout out to these players for, really buckling down and, doing what they're supposed to do. Not doing any silly stuff except for Daniel House or the Rockets. But, but yeah, big ups to everybody. Like I said, especially big ups to the Miami Heat. Like I said, a young team. But again, these guys aren't too far from those, AAU days. Like Hero, like Duncan Robinson, like Adebayo, and all that. These guys are fresh out of college. Like I said, not too far from that AAU. Every weekend, in a different city, staying in hotels. This is not that far from those different. Like, this is not that far. We're not that far from those days for those guys. So they can adapt and they can, they're more comfortable in this type of setting versus an older team like the like the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James. All those guys having their wives or significant others, children, all that stuff. But other than all that, I'm looking at the series. I think because of the veteran experience of the Lakers, they have the advantage. Obviously, we've said that a lot about the experience factor. We said that a lot about the Heat opponents in this postseason, especially the Celtics, especially the Bucks. That playoff experience, but they're not. Miami's not just going against playoff experience. Now they're going against championship experience. So, but yeah, like I said, LeBron James, Rajon Rondo, hell, JaVale McGee. He was with the Warriors. 2015 to 2018. So he's a 3-time champion with them. So he knows the ins and outs too. Dwight Howard went to the finals in 2009 with the Orlando Magic. He's been there on the big stage before. So I just think it's too much championship experience for the Heat. Heck, they might shock the world again. They might really shock the world by winning the title. Like I said, this is probably the best run for Miami since this Miami team has probably put together the best run since Dirk and the Mavs in 2011. So, but my official prediction is the Lakers in 6. LeBron James wins his 4th title, I believe. And I believe Anthony Davis will win MVP, Finals MVP, because of the simple fact LeBron, he'll basically make Anthony Davis, win the Finals MVP. He'll pass the ball. He'll get Davis the ball in good spots. So is Rondo too. Rondo's really come along since coming back from his injury, a broken hand that he suffered early in the NBA bubble. So he's come back. He's played really well. I just think it's too much veteran championship experience with the Lakers who've been on this big stage. Nobody from the Heat other than Iguodala has been on this big stage and played these big high pressure games. I guess you really can't say too much about that because they're in the bubble, and it's really there's not no fanfare or anything like that. But I think the media will do their best to kind of bring that pressure, try to ask the pressure questions and try to bring it out those young guys. I think that he will do. I think they'll make it a series, but I just think the overall, like I said, the championship experience of these guys will prevail, and the Lakers will be the 2020 NBA champions. I may be wrong. We'll see. Lakers in 6. Let me know what you think. Give me your prediction down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna see y'all next video.